Thank you for staying with us. As you may know, during this week, we've been bringing you a special series on child abuse. In the final installment of Dionne Baptiste's series, we examine how the marked increase in the number of child abuse cases heralded the Children's Authority. To date, the body has received reports relating to over 5,000 children in need of care, protection and rehabilitation relating to the period May 2015 to 22nd April. The authority's director tells us about the challenges to stop the abuse.
5,300 cases of abuse in less than a year. A startling statistic by any stretch of the imagination. Of the reported cases, the Children's Authority Director Sharifa Ali Abdullah says 1/5 can be attributed to sexual abuse.
If the report is one where the child is in imminent danger, our emergency response team is activated and would immediately respond to that child. And in many instances, that child would have to be removed from that space. And in fact, over the last 11 months, we have removed about 120 children. Not all of them, of course, are attributable to sexual abuse, but more than half of them are.
During the past 11 months, 120 children had to be removed from their homes. Mrs. Ali Abdullah says, regardless of the circumstances, securing the child's safety remains the authority's #1 priority. She said it is important to establish, though, that criminal investigations are handled by the police.
And once the child has to be removed, we would apply for an appropriate order from the court so that our process is really in keeping with what the legal requirements are. It's very important because it's a multidisciplinary assessment. That assessment would be done by a medical doctor, psychologist, or social worker, and the end of that, the deliverable, is really a treatment plan. That treatment plan is tailored so that it really diagnoses the issues affecting this child and recommends treatment for the child.
Following this assessment, the case is referred to the Child and Family Services Unit within the Children's Authority. Mrs. Ali Abdullah believes that programs should be put in place to ensure the holistic rehabilitation of traumatized children. The authority's director told us despite their efforts and interventions, the authority is challenged by a lack of infrastructure.
So whilst the authority does not have to establish and run a place of safety, we have to designate places of safety, but there are no places of safety or very few places of safety. In fact, children's homes can be designated as places of safety, but you must have the appropriate infrastructure, the perimeter fence, the kind of quality of care. Hospitals can sometimes be designated as places of safety, but the hospitals complain that we take up bed spaces.
According to the latest statistical report from the Children's Authority, 86.8% of the reported cases of child abuse involve females, while 13.2% involve male children. The report further stated that though all age groups of children are victims of sexual abuse, most cases reaching the authority involve children between the ages of 10 and 15 years old. Dionne Baptiste, C News.